Talk Up Youth, brought to you by National Baking Company in association with TVJ and the Jamaica Observer, a Stanley and Empress production.
When I was 5 years old, I was being forced by my mother to sell on the street for hours. I sold donuts, wipes, and anything she could find for us to sell. She even told us that if we can't sell the things, we must sell our body and we have to come home with a certain amount of money. There were nights I couldn't sell anything, so I was forced to sleep with men for money. Even older men. Sometimes they would say some nasty things to me. I can't even repeat it. All of my brothers and sisters have to sell as well. And sometimes we can't even go to school because my mother would take the money and spend it on herself and her man.
My Jamaica, my parents, my youths. Let us not pretend, because all of us can see the growing number of children living and or working in the streets where they are exposed to various forms of exploitation and abuse. Here in Jamaica, thousands of our children work, many full-time. They do not go to school and have little or no time to play. Many do not receive proper nutrition or care, and they are denied the chance to be children. Any child under the age of 15 engage in activity to feed family or self, or any activity which interrupts a child's social development and education is called child labor. And more than half of them are exposed to the worst forms of child labor, such as work in hazardous environments, forms of forced labor, illicit activities including drug trafficking, prostitution, as well as involvement in armed conflict. We have a duty to protect them from the economic exploitation. I want you to tell us about your early days growing up. You've been selling for a long time, so you're definitely a product of child labor.
Well, you can say that.
All right. When did you begin selling?
Well, I began selling from around age 5 to 7, between that period of time. If I'm on the morning shift, I would go to school. When I come home from school, I would go and sell. And if I'm on evening shift, I would sell, then go to school, then come on back and sell again. So I weren't really lacking that much, but still it was really affecting me because I didn't really get, enough time, like when I come home I didn't get the time to study, study.
What are the effects of child labor on the growth and development of a young man?
The area of development that it affects most really is social and emotional. So we heard Ramon say that he couldn't play, he didn't get time to play. And even though play might sound frivolous, a frivolous word, it's not. It's very important for us as for children developing, because it's through play that we learn to socialize, we learn about problem solving too, we learn about conflict resolution, we interact with our peers, our older peers sometimes, younger, same age, etc. And a lot of our development is through play.
No neighbor, no sir, don't get caught in a child labor. You figure a school not teach up out at the theater, but you see na and beg your 20 by your paper. Starry X News and Observer. You pan the hustle. I feel look the dollar little muckle. Mama what list poopa him na muscle.